can't believe that we're in Turkey. I'm fading away very quickly. Hello and welcome back to another vlog. We're about to go to Turkey. I'm so excited. My partner Jade and I, she hasn't been on the channel for a while because I've been doing lots of solo trips, but we're doing a trip together. We're starting in Turkey, flying into Istanbul tonight, and then we are going to Istanbul, Izmir and Cappadocia for the hot air balloons. And the hot air balloons has been like a bucket list thing for both of us for so long, so we're both really excited to be doing that. Then we go back to Istanbul, fly over to Athens, and from Athens we're doing the Virgin Voyages Resilient Lady cruise, which we've been on that ship earlier in the year and we loved it so much, so we saw the dates that lined up with this trip and we're like, gonna do that. So yeah, we have the cruise from Athens and that goes to a Greek island, Corfu, also Split and Dubrovnik in Croatia, and then Montenegro, Montenegro. But it's gonna be really fun, looking forward to it. We just have like 24 hours of travel ahead of us, so yay, let's go to Europe. We made it through our first flight from Sydney to Kuala Lumpur, which was 9 hours, and I slept the whole time, but Jade didn't sleep, so she's just catching up in her sleep now. We have a 4-hour layover and then we have an 11-hour flight to Istanbul, so still got a bit of time ahead of us.
We made it out of the airport.
We made it to Istanbul! Woohoo! That was like a 3-kilometer walk. It was like 40-minute walk through the cobblestones. And we just checked into our little hotel. We have a dinner reservation at 7, so we're just gonna have showers because we've been traveling for the past like 27 hours. So we'll have a shower and then head out, explore. I think we're in a really nice spot. We're right down near the water. They're like cross between the Europe and the Asia side, so we'll just like explore around our hotel and go out for dinner. But I can't believe we're in Turkey. That's Asia and this is Europe. Actually can't believe we're in Turkey. Yeah. There's lots of cats too. I think Jade might take a cat home. We decided to have dinner at this rooftop restaurant, which I won't recommend because the food itself wasn't that great, but the view was obviously stunning. You can see the Blue Mosque over there and the Hagia Sophia on the other side, so that was really nice. We had our dinner here and then we went for a walk and looked at all the beautiful monuments at sunset, and I think this is honestly the best time to do it because it's so much cooler at night time and you have the golden hour and just stunning. So we did that and then headed back to our room to go to bed because we were exhausted from a very long time of traveling. Good morning from Istanbul.
Good morning.
Good morning. I'm very proud of us because we slept from 9 PM to 7 AM this morning. I don't want to jinx it, but I feel like we just cracked the code of jet lag. We booked a tour for 6:30 to 9:30 tonight, so at least that'll keep us up tonight, but we're just kind of exploring today. I saw these pretzels yesterday everywhere. I don't even know if they're good, but this is chocolate. It's 25 lira, which is about how much? Like $1.25.
Yeah.
We are trying not to spend too much money on this trip, so we walked through the Grand Bazaar but only very briefly so that we didn't buy anything, and it was also quite overwhelming. So we decided to just keep walking. I wanted to head over to Balat, which was on the complete opposite side of Istanbul, but we ended up walking past this beautiful mosque which wasn't even on the list, but it was really stunning. The views like went out all over the city, which was amazing, and then inside it was absolutely beautiful as well. So we just spent a little bit of time here admiring the views. Your head had to be completely covered in this as well, so make sure you bring along a scarf if you decide to go to this mosque. When we were here, we realised we were only about 1.5 kilometres from Balat, so we decided to just keep walking, and I was so excited to find this because it is just so beautiful with the rainbow stairs and everything, and lots of cats.
Miss Kitty. Cute.
We met this girl who pointed us in the direction of the colourful houses, so we went and checked those out, and then by now we were absolutely starving, so we decided to stop at a cafe for lunch. I thought I was doing good, and then we just sat down at a cafe to get lunch, and I am fading away very quickly. How are you feeling? That's because my feet are sore. Just need some food in me. We are going to find a ferry to go over to the Asia side. There's a few different routes that go from the Europe to the Asia side, so we're just walking back along the water to see where we can find a ferry.
We made it to Asia.
Yay! The public ferry over from Europe to Asia side. We couldn't figure out what to do with the tickets, but we just got it's called Istanbul or something, and then top that up. Welcome to Asia!
Walk from there all the way to there.
Dolphin over. Heading somewhere. Yeah.
That's perfect.
We are waiting to meet up with our group for our food tour tonight. I'm tired, I don't know about you.
My feet are sore.
My feet are sore. Lots of blisters. Food tour, woo!
Thank you.
Okay.
We also got to try some delicious Turkish delight before heading over to another cool rooftop bar where we got to try some Turkish coffee, and we also watched the whirling dervish show. Our final stop of the food tour was to have a delicious Turkish banquet for dinner. There was kebab and rice, and just it was so delicious. And then we had this really cool dessert, which is like cheese inside it and sugar and pistachio, and they set it on fire, which is really cool. We just got back from our food tour and we had a really fun time. It was a great group. It was just booked through Airbnb, and the host was like this cool 23-year-old and her friend from uni, and it was just, yeah, it was really cool. Got to try some good things. The Turkish delight was delicious. Had kebab for dinner and it was really good. Tried Turkish tea for the first time. Overall, very good night. First full day in Istanbul was a success. Good morning. It is Sunday, second full day in Istanbul. We'd just come out to sit by the water, get some sunshine in the morning, and the only plans we have today is our Turkish lamp making workshop, which is in a couple of hours on the other side, on the Asia side, over lunchtime. So we've got that on, and then the rest of the day's free, so we'll probably just walk around and see what else we want to do here before we head off tomorrow to Izmir. We started our day with another Nutella bagel because these were delicious, and then we took the train over to the Asia side again to go to the cafe where our Turkish lamp making class was. This was such a fun activity. If you're ever in Istanbul, it's such a great little souvenir that you can take home with you. They gave us so much freedom. We just had all the different coloured tiles. They showed us step by step how to do it, and we just created our own designs, glued on the tiles, and then filled in all of the spaces with little beads. So Yeah, it looks really, really cute by the end of it, and we get to take these home with us. Just a fun little souvenir that we'll always be able to remember our time in Istanbul with.
Okay, now that we've had a moment to let this cool down a little bit. It just tastes really like strong and bitter, but just like you can do a shot of espresso or something. But apparently it has very high caffeine and it's like 3 o'clock, so we'll let you know, because I'm really tired right now. If I'm bouncing off the walls and can't sleep tonight, it'll be thanks to this. I've had like 3 coffees today, so I'm gonna have heart palpitations soon. These baklavas are delicious. I thought I didn't like them, but they're actually really, really good.
So we went back to the place that we went on our food tour yesterday to get Turkish delight, and this time we bought some more. So we'll do a little unboxing of our Turkish delight. Ooh. This is the one that we tried last night, and it is, I'm not even going to try to pronounce it, but I'm just going to put the words on the screen here. And then we got another flavoured one that we saw them rolling yesterday, and it's kind of like a strawberry outside and then there's chocolate inside. And then these are just like regular powdered Turkish delight that you would have seen before. Good morning! We are about to head out to the airport. We're not really sure how we're going to get there, so we've allowed a lot of time, but we are flying to Izmir this morning, and that is where we're going to do our day trip to Ephesus, and then after that we fly to Cappadocia. Our time in Istanbul is over. It was really fun. I think we had the perfect amount of time here. We've done everything on our list. Yesterday our list was just try Turkish delight, try Turkish coffee, find an Istanbul magnet, and make our Turkish lamps, and we did all of those things and then wandered around a little bit. So very happy with how that went yesterday. Really enjoyed our time in Istanbul. It's been fun, eating lots of good food, and excited to head off to the next city now. We ended up walking over to the metro station, taking the train to Aksaray metro station, and then transferring to a bus. This was only $10 per person to get back to the airport, and then super easy flight over to Izmir. We just got off the shortest flight we've ever been on in our whole life. 45 minutes. Welcome to Izmir. We took the train back into the city, which was really easy, and then once we checked in it was time for some lunch. We had a doner kebab, which was delicious, and then we just decided to go for a little walk around Izmir. We found that there wasn't really much to do here, so we just walked along the water, watched the sunset a little bit, and then went and saw some of the monuments. There's only really this clock tower that's the main thing to see in Izmir, but much nicer to wander around when the sun's setting. And then we just had an early night before our big day trip tomorrow. Today we are on our day trip to Ephesus, and we're currently at the house of the Virgin Mary. So visiting the house of Virgin Mary, we had a short drive to the Ephesus ruins. Ephesus is an ancient city that has been partially excavated and is now open to tourists. The ruins span about 3 kilometers and it takes 2 hours to walk through. Our guide told us that only about 20% of the city has been excavated already, and archaeologists are still working on the site today, which is absolutely wild. It's so crazy to be walking through this city and thinking about people so many years ago walking through. So crazy. We had an amazing guide, and I will link our tour in the description. This is one of the main day trips that tourists take from Izmir, and it's definitely worth it if you are interested in ancient history. And it's also not bad if you're a cat lover, because the amount of cats we found here was insane too. The most famous monument of Ephesus is this library, which was absolutely incredible. It's just so big. The whole site is so amazing, so massive, and just really, really cool. Also, this is Garfield, the cat of Ephesus. He even has his own Instagram account.
He's on Instagram, Garfield of Ephesus. Yes, you have to follow him.
I'm gonna follow him on Instagram.
This is a wonder of the ancient world, Artemis, only one column remains. This and the Great Pyramids of Giza are the only of the 7 ancient wonders of the world that are still standing, so it's pretty cool.
The last part of our tour involved a very delicious banquet lunch at a lovely local restaurant, and then we headed up into the mountains to another small town where we got to explore for a little bit. I really wanted to do a traditional Turkish coffee making ceremony where they cook it in the sand, and I found a couple on our trip who wanted to do it with me, so we went and sat and did that. And it was really good, much better than my first Turkish coffee experience, quite delicious. And that was the last thing we did in Izmir. Next up tomorrow morning we're on a flight to Cappadocia, which I'm super excited about, but I'm going to pop that in the next vlog. So thank you so much for watching along, and we'll see you in the next vlog.